Hi, I'm Douglas Burdett. I'm the host of the Marketing Book Podcast, and I would like to tell you about Nir Bashan's book, The Creator Mindset. So, the Marketing Book Podcast is where each week I publish an interview with the author of a new marketing or sales book. And I've published over 300 interviews. And I've read every single book featured on the show. Now, when I started the podcast, did I realize I was going to need to read each book? No, I didn't think that through. Has it cut into my scotch drinking? Yes, it has. But at any rate, I want to tell you about this book. And I interviewed Nir about it. And I want to just read one quick excerpt from the beginning, which is kind of helpful, I think. He talks about a vast majority of companies are operating at half their potential, and most go out of business within the first 5 years. It's ludicrous. What drives this failure rate? Why are things so bad? Why do most companies fail? The answer is simple, and it's what inspired me to write this book. The answer is creativity. The creator mindset will teach anyone, including you, how to solve problems through the lens of creativity. It's a method I created to teach anyone how to solve any problem with a blend of both the analytical part and the creative part of the mind, giving you true optimal performance at 100% of your potential capacity. Earlier, he talked about how most people and companies are really operating at maybe about 50% of what their potential is. So one of my favorite things about the book is how he pierces this myth of creativity, which is that creativity is found in a bottle of scotch, or the lightning in a bottle, or you're spoken to by some muse. It's just not true at all, and anyone can be more creative. And it doesn't matter what kind of education you have or anything like that. And it's really important now because when companies, so many companies and products and services are parity, it's the companies that are more creative at solving problems for their customers who are the most profitable and the most successful. And the other thing that I touched on in that excerpt that's so important is that there's an over-reliance on analytics and data. Now, they are important, but that's only half the equation. You need insights in what to do with that. And that's why this book is so important. And it's particularly a good book for a CEO to read, or anyone in a leadership capacity at an organization, or someone who wants to be there. You will be perceived as very creative, but also very innovative, and you'll just look smarter. And you might even be a little embarrassed at how simple it is to take a creative approach to problem solving, but that's what's really going to set you apart. The only downside of the book is that it should come with like a warning label, because I was slapping my head so many times when I was reading this thinking, of course, why am I not doing that sort of thing? Or that's how they do it. It's like Toto pulling the curtain back on The Wizard of Oz going, that's all you have to do. That's what you do. So I really enjoyed the book, and it's also very entertaining. And I would urge you to, if some of those problems that I've talked about are, an issue for you, or some of the benefits that I've described might be helpful, I would recommend you read the book. And if you're not quite sure about buying the book yet, go to marketingbookpodcast.com, and you can listen to the interview I did with Nir Bashan, and I hope you enjoy it.